Right, hopefully the camera focuses in a minute, because I don't know why it's doing this sort of stupid, there we go. It's focused. So I've got a little mate for me, for this stream, and he'll be turning up in a few more streams because I can dress him up and stuff, so that's quite good. Oh, and let's get out of the way. But yeah, hope everybody's alright, and I'll see people as they come on. Right, so let's pick the skeleton up. Sit on my lap. So I've got a wrist joint, because otherwise the hand isn't like that. Alright, Pyro and Tony. So yeah, has it got a little rotate the arm bone or not? Doesn't matter if it doesn't, but it's just sort of, I thought that'd be quite good. Right, Hype. Hope you're alright. So yeah, I've got this guy sitting on my knee. It fits a gas mask pretty well, actually, saying that. It's obviously, you can see that, obviously, because there's no, like, fat and muscle and everything behind the skull. They don't fit as well as a regular sort of human head, but yeah, GP5 seems to fit. Oh, I know that feeling. I hope you can sleep soon. Oh, and I haven't been at the Blue Cross today. I just put this on because it's my most comfy fleece. So yeah, if I put this guy up full size, he's about 5'6", I think. Obviously, his legs bend quite easily. So let me stand up. See if I can get him to stand roughly in line with me. So if I put my foot on there, I can hopefully get him standing fully up. But yeah, he's a bit obviously shorter than me, and I can't get him to stand full height because his knees naturally bend quite a bit. Knee bone's connected to the leg bone. That'd be very cool, motorizing a skeleton. Yes, M10M and all cheek filter masks are an awful pain in the ass, aren't they? Can I get him to sit, if I move up just there, on the bedpost sort of thing? Yeah, there we go. And we can stab him. There we go. Ack. White boxy device in the background. If you are looking at my massive high voltage machine, you stay up. It's this 60 kilobyte high voltage machine. So yeah, if you're looking at that, that's what I power my X-ray tubes with and stuff like that. They did hype, but I don't have them in this room. But I can get another arrow because I've got some in a quiver over there, so I can put those ones up. But yeah, I powered my X-ray tubes with this, and all the high voltage equipment. So these are really good for what they are, Alibaba sort of ones. So you can make really good sort of high voltage arcs of them. You can, smell the air breaking down into ozone when you power them. And yeah, you can put sort of regular sort of tubes on them and sort of break down the air. Right, this arrow should look alright. There you go. I don't have a Ghost filter handy, so I can't put a mask, filter on him. Oh, and it's not actually a GP5, this one, it's a Shum 41, because it's got the slightly longer little bit there, and it's green, not tan. So it's the Soviet infantry mask, not the actual civilian mask. But other than that, it's the exact same mask. All right, Rich. Sadly, if I put a gun on it, YouTube might completely take the stream down, because you can't show guns on YouTube streams at all because of their stupid policies. No, it's not a Chinese one. It's the actual original Soviet Shum 41. So this one is dated 77. But yeah, it's like the actual army mask, not the not the civilian mask, which is the GP5. The Shum 42. No, it's the Shum 62U, isn't it? I think GP5's official designation, and this is the Shum 41, whatever it's called. It's probably a bit. Is it 41 or is it a bit more modern than that? But yeah, this is the actual army mask, not the civilian one. Oh, fucking hell, Rich. Yeah, that's stupid, isn't it? Yeah, well, I don't think YouTube knows what a rocket launcher is. Let's put the AT4 on the skeleton, and if my stream disappears, you know why. Can we get that over his head without adjusting it? Not easily. Strap then. Oh, the weight of it's pulling him over. Yeah, I won't put that on him in case it snaps one of his ribs. But yeah. I wonder if I can get him to grip a sword. Well, it won't grip a sword properly, but let's have a look. It's fallen over. I can probably put it behind his head. Are you going to hold that? I probably can't get him to hold it properly, but I can probably put. Let's just stab him through with it then if he's not going to hold it properly. feel like a magician doing it. Right, let's go back to the comments. Yeah, but there's a gun there as well. There's some in the background, but YouTube doesn't really notice them, so I don't need to move them at the moment. I have no idea what a Drogar is. I know in Skyrims you get the what they called, something like a Drogar, aren't they called in Skyrim? Like the weird sort of Nordic sort of zombie things. Depends what expired filters they are, Pyro. What country are they from and what year have they expired in? Because if they're like a Western one that's expired recently, yes. If they're something from the Warsaw Pact, probably not. I don't have a hose handy, so I can't put it on. If it's a 40mm NATO one from the US, it's probably absolutely fine. Oh, the Shum 41 didn't do anything wrong. It's just a skeleton next to it. Right. Let's put my falchion through him as well, because why not? There we go, he's got another blade through him. The only Japanese sword I've got is in the background there, if I can reach it. Now the skeleton's in the way. A katana. And I'm not a massive fan of Japanese swords, but I have a katana because why not? Right, let's see. Oh, just about can reach it. There we go. Yeah, I do collect everything I find cool. Right, so there you go. And there's your katana. Yeah, that he'd been stabbed to death with multiple swords. Is what the archaeologist said. Let's have a look. Polish MA1. I can't remember all the masks I have by name, so let's have a Google of it, and I'll tell you if I have it or not. Polish MA1. That looks very familiar. 1960 to 1971. I don't think I have it though. Is that essentially a GP4 without a hose? But no, I don't actually think I have that. Colin, yes, FM12s. If you can still get one for like £30 to £50, a very good price. What they are. Yes, that's a Shim 41. Yes. Yeah, if it's an expired filter in 2022, it's completely safe to wear. Obviously, it's not guaranteed to protect you from anything. My favourite sword I have is the falchion. Oh, that's not the falchion. Oops. This is my falchion. So it's a cleaving sword, a thrusting sword, and smash your head in with the sort of handguard on it. My favourite mask is still the FM12 or CG12, which I just said a minute ago. Right, so let's put that through without damaging anything. Everyone a what, Big Mac? Sorry. Because one of those with all the shit in the background, I have no idea. Oh, Shim 41, yeah. Do I have anything else that would look good on it for the background? Let's have a look in this room. No swords that are obvious. Let's see what the barmace looks like through it. Obviously, the barmaces are going to be a bit wide for the ribs. Yeah, it's not going to fit the barmace, is it, through that? But because it has a lanyard, I might be able to put this on it. Yeah, there we go. It can hold a barmace. I've got a GM38, but it's in very bad condition. Weirdly, my German civil masks, as in like the Volksmarks 37, 40, and the 44, are actually better condition than my military ones. Right, which one's this one? Because the only annoying thing with this one is the fact that where the drinking tube didn't fit properly, it made an air leak. Is that an FMJ09 sort of series mask? I can't remember the name of all of them. Rob says, "Hello, I am Jerry Jackson, and that is Ray Spooky." No, Jerry, what have you done? But yeah, I'm glad somebody else knows who Jerry Jackson is. Oh, that's a shame. This is actually reminding me now of that medieval sort of image thing showing all the wounds you could get with various weapons. I'm going to post that now if I can find it for people who don't know what it is. So, medieval wound man, is it? Yeah, it's medieval wound man. Okay, so open image and new tab. I've been to the London dungeon and the Warwick Castle dungeon. But yeah, that skeleton's turning into this now. Not to be a bit weird, but that medieval wound man has a very small dick. Right, what else should we put for him? That's handy. We've got a Warhammer. Warhammer probably look good in the shoulder like that. Obviously, I have to put it like that to keep it from falling over. There you go, he's got a Warhammer in his shoulder now as well. Do I have any other medieval weapons in this room that would look good in them? No, probably not is the answer to that. Well, no, I think you probably noticed. I think the answer to that is it was sort of a surgeon sort of chart showing you all the various battlefield wounds. But yeah, I would not recommend trying to fight lots of people while naked. What else have we got? We can pop it in. Put another bayonet in them, I suppose. I have to put him up that way so he doesn't fall down due to gravity. Anything else? No, nothing obvious. I can put a helmet on him, I suppose, as well. Right, that's the rim, isn't it? That way, I think, without looking at it. Oh, the UN helmet's too heavy for him. Right, let's take the bar mace off of him. Oh. Didn't sound too healthy. Right, let's try and see again if we can put a helmet on him. So, actually, that might be a brim that side. It's not going to keep up very well, but there we go. It's a French copy of the M51. I've just put a blue sort of helmet cover on it. Some of the comments might not be showing up for me then, because if Hype said I was talking about the diagram in a link above, I don't know what that's in response to. Oh well, Tony, what else do you shoot? Because as long as you're shooting something, it doesn't matter, I guess. Sadly, you can't really pose it because the arms have nothing to hold them up. So we could do that, I guess. But obviously, you can't turn its wrists like that because of the fact that arms don't do that. So Zeeg. I suppose you could do that with it, but. Ja, wollen mein Führer. But yeah, you can't really make it pose actually like a person. Yeah, it's just gonna fall down if I do that. Let's see if there's anything else in this room that I could stick through it. I've got a load more arrows. Oh, there's another old machete I've got. One moment. Let's try and put this through him as well. That's a bit too wide, I think, to go through his ribs. Unless we go to a lower rib, they're a bit wider. No, a bit too fat for his ribs. The HK in the background is a G36 I did a video on recently, but unfortunately I can't pick it up because then YouTube will take my stream down. Yes, Oliver, you might be able to see them, but YouTube doesn't know they're there, so let's keep it that way. Yeah, I think he's dead at this point. His neck looks pretty snapped. Yes, I definitely need to charge that one you sent me for the G36, not G36, sorry, the Glock one, because that will work in the the glow in the dark sort of tracer thing will work in the G36. So I've definitely got to do that. But the good thing is, because we're getting into winter, the days get shorter soon, so I've got much more time where I might be at a convenient time to film it, if that makes sense. M10M says, hey. Hello. Say, shame I don't actually want to damage this, because I'd love to sort of chop away at this, but... Yeah, I can wear night vision, but it won't look very good on the camera trying to film through it. So if I film it on a regular camera, plus film some of my digital NVGs, I know digital aren't that great, but then you at least get a few angles of it. Do I have a display room? Wow, that's kind of this room. How full is it? As you can see, it's overflowing. What I can do, though, saying that, is let's replace this UN helmet with the current British Army helmet. It's a bit dirty because it's been sat around for ages. But this way, it might actually sit on this helmet, like head better, because we can just tighten it till it fits. Yeah, there we go. How many gas masks do I have? Probably about 150, something like that. I don't know. Oh, that didn't sound very healthy on his neck. Yeah, the current British Army helmet might be a bit too heavy for him. But I love its sort of tightening system, which is a bit like a bike helmet. You just, screw it on at the back of your head, and there you go. See you, Big Mac. So, if I'm looking at your name right, Rivkovsky, your name or picture looks like the broken texture in Half-Life 2 or Source Games. Is that what it is? You know, that black and purple sort of thing. Can't even remember how you adjust this now. No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. It was that bit I wanted to do. Rhodesian bush throat's my favourite out of those three, but sadly I don't have any because reproduction versions of it cost too much money. Let's try to get that tight on there. Let's put this bit down a bit, and then we might seat a bit better. Yeah, that's better. Like that. That's kind of interesting. Do you think that will mean that loads of stuff turns up on the surplus market cheaply? My granddad being a World War II veteran, Colin, I'd say. Because he was the sort of guy that, well, he's still alive, but, if ever you had any sort of old military equipment, you'd play with it, take it down to the parts, put it back together sort of thing. I've got an old Iron Cross, and I've done a video on it he brought back. I don't think, and I like saying this like that, I don't think he stripped it off a dead body sort of thing. I think it was one he brought back where he traded it for something, I think. Something not very valuable, but, like after World War II where Germany was in complete ruins, you could probably trade a chocolate bar for a lot of things. But yeah. But you were saying the annoying thing is that they found loads of the SS knives, like Hitler Youth knives at one point, and they all stuffed them down their trousers, but the MPs took them off of them. And I was saying that was really annoying because of the fact how much they're worth now. Right. While I remember, let's. I'm just going to check if I've got the Iron Cross on this thing, because if not, that's just a massive old graphic cartridge. If I've got it anywhere, it's probably on here. Oh, there it is. Right, I'm going to show you something that might get the stream taken down. So, this bit. But yeah, the forbidden symbol. Yeah, I'll put that helmet on that guy now, even though his helmet's all over. But yeah, if I remember right, he said he traded it for something after the war. Like probably some German veteran that was completely like almost homeless or whatever. And he probably traded a bit of rations or something for it. That's quite cool hype if you have like like an actual tactical video game sort of visor sort of thing. Oh, sorry, you said it may not have been better. So yeah, like they didn't like having a HUD thing as good as the actual thing. All right, Big Al. All right, Philip. Right, there's something for the skeleton look, if you can hold it. No, you can't really hold it. Yeah, I hope you're right, Miguel. I'm good. What, hip hip my one? I don't know why YouTube would recommend that because they don't send my stuff out to all my actual proper subscribers. Chiselhurst Caves, let me have a look at it, Rajiv. Just copy paste that. Let's look on the maps so I can actually see where it is. So it's east of London, like southeast of London. The Hellfire Caves are closer to me than that one. I'm just seeing on the map if I can see where Kelvedon Hatch is. So that's just east of London. So it's not Darrow. Dartford. Well, I think you have to go through the Dartford Tunnel to get there now. So I know I can just put the thing in the map, but I'm just seeing if I can find it without it. So no, I can't see it. Let me cheat and put its name in on the map, and there we go. Oh, of course it's there. So let me search for Kelvedon Hatch Secret Nuclear Bunker. Oh, it's a suggested result. Oh, it was actually further east than I thought. But further north as well. So, Kelvedon Hatch basically go northeast out of London. Yeah, so north of Brentwood. Let's go back to the chat. Cyberpunk 2077. I've got it installed and not played it yet. I bought it when it was on the Steam sale because, you know, it was one of those games that was apparently crap, wasn't it, when it first came out. So I bought it when they actually put it down to like 10 quid. And I've installed it, but I've not played it yet. That's not a GP5. But if you're on about that, that's a Shum 41, isn't it? Let me actually check it's a Shum 41. Shum 41. Yeah, SHM 41. The Shum 41, Russian something or other Maka helmet mask, also exported to East Germany as a Shum 41M, was a Soviet mask intended for infantry use. Similar designs were made throughout the Warsaw Pact, and the Shum 41 itself was exported to many Soviet countries. It's basically a GP5, but with a longer bit there. Like the filter bit is longer. But yeah, I really need to get around to playing Cyberpunk. It's one of those games that you know, like I was saying, that I want to play, and I just always forget to play it when I'm actually doing something in my spare time. Or as you've said, labyrinth of man-made tunnels, think they're old carvings, the cables. Or is that what you're saying about Chiselhurst? Sort of interesting. I literally just answered you. It's not a GP5. It's the master predates a GP5. The Shum 41. As in SHM Sierra Hotel Mike 41. Yeah, his neck doesn't look too healthy, does it? Looks like it's been snapped. But yeah, I've not actually played it. Mike played all through it on a stream at one point, which was good. But like I said, I've not actually played it. I like CG Project Red's other games. Like I like the Witcher series. But yeah, weirdly, I've just not played Cyberpunk even when I got on sale. It's just one of those games. It's sitting on my hard drive, and I've just not played it. Right, I'm just gonna have a look for now. Are there any other swords or anything I've got in this room that I can chuck for him? I've got a load more arrows, but I don't want to do that. I've got a massive saber here. Let me sit down so I can actually get the angle right, because as I said, I don't want to actually damage the skeleton. Ooh. Hit that on the ceiling because it's massive. There you go. He's now got a cutlass for him. Not cutlass, sorry, a saber. Geiger probe for him. If I've got one handy, I can do. Right, there's the what do you call it? The British Army one from the like 2000s. No, it's going to be too fat, unfortunately. Do I have any smaller Geiger counters in this room? Suddenly, I don't think so. Nah, sadly I don't have a smaller Geiger counter in this room. Because I think like the CDV 700 would fit for him fine. Yep. He's my Halloween prop, but he's getting a good bit of use today. I'm kind of tempted to keep all the thick swords in him because that's a good way of pulling him out quickly. Like swords and bayonets. Oh yeah, I bought this earlier and I haven't tried it yet. So I don't have MP5, but I was hoping it would work with other mags as well. So let's open it and have a go. I need to cut it open. You go. Yeah, I need to put it facing down and it doesn't slip. Yes, because I know a few Israelis, like I said, it's a horrible thing. Again, I also feel bad for all, the Palestinian kids that had nothing to do with it and now getting bombed because, their parents voted for terrorists. But it's a fucking horrible thing. I'd rather keep the stream light-hearted rather than talk about that. Right, so that's the thing that toggles the rounds in and out. So I'm hoping it fits like this. What's the up position out the way? Something like that, but yeah, like the Ukraine war, isn't it? It's the people who have no say in it are the ones getting killed. Your man was so British, she carries a knife in London. I don't get it. Everybody carries a knife in London. I've got some real firearms hip. Look up my videos on obsolete calibers. Oh yeah, Rajiv. That's made by the people who did Terminator Salvation, isn't it? A Polish company. I've got that downloaded, but I've not played it yet. I was going to play it on stream the other day because I was mostly doing like spooky streams for this month. I haven't actually played it on stream. But they've got Peter Weller, haven't they? Still doing the voice for Robocop in it. Do I think the Israeli war's going to be war free now? No, I don't have a gun license. So Hitbit in the UK, there are a couple of different things. So you have two different types of gun licenses. If you actually want a current gun, and they're called Section 1 and Section 2. So Section 1 is things like rifles. So say Ruger 1022, the Enfield, anything that's basically a rifle. Those are on a Section 1. Then you have a thing called Section 2, which is, shotguns, auto shotguns, pump shotguns, muskets, all things like that. However, there's a thing called obsolete calibers. So under the obsolete caliber law, you can own shotguns, you can own rifles and everything that aren't currently they're like old calibers basically. So I've got a Schmidt Rubin, the old Swiss rifle. I've got a Steyr Mannlicher from before 1900. I've got a couple of pinfire revolvers, Martini Henry. Right, have a good evening. Hype. But yeah, sadly, because I'm on the stream, I can't pick them up and show you. But yeah, the Steinman, not Steinman, the Schmidt Rubin's awesome. That's if you look up YouTube videos, the K31, it's basically the older version of that. You know, it's a big magazine old bolt action, works absolutely fine. You can own inert rounds because unless they change the rules, and I know they want to change these, inert rounds aren't actually rounds under the law. Like how I've got deactivated, well, I call them like inert 50 BMGs and everything else. Yeah, Oliver, thankfully I've not heard anything about this yet, but it'll be a very sad thing if they do that. And personally, I'll lose lots of my shit if they do that because they're too valuable to actually, just throw away. But do I have the 50 BMG on the shelf? It's all 357, I think. Only for certain types of guns, hip hip. So old obsolete calibers aren't registered at all. So if you buy, trade and sell lots of the old guns, they're not registered at all. It's the only guns that are registered, the ones that currently fall under the gun laws, if that makes sense. What have I got here? Tokarev rounds? Yeah, Tokarevs, aren't they? Ones that look like this. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know off the top of my head. But Paul Harrell I really like. Hickok 45 I really like. Quite a few American gun channels. If there's a shop that has them in stock, yes, but most of them are like mail order. I don't know what Dragon Man is. But yeah, if it's an obsolete caliber gun, basically go to any sort of auction antique website, buy them. Yeah, that sounds familiar to me, Hip Hip. I don't think I've actually watched his channel. But the really sad thing is Paul Harrell, which is one of my favourite channels, has cancer, doesn't he? Like a terminal sort of cancer. Well, military and stuff. Luckily, I don't actually own anything technically that's for the obsolete caliber things. But again, these all sound fucking stupid. Um, not that I'm telling people to break law on the channel. I'm just sort of saying that. So you can't have an inert round for something that you also own a gun and a caliber of. That's fucking stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying whoever came up with that law is a retard. And not that I want to insult mentally disabled people because they're not too stupid to make rules like that. Yeah, I won't be on too much longer anyway. I've probably been on quite a while. I've like 54 minutes. Oh, good. Yeah, military and stuff. Apparently, they're trying to make all inert rounds illegal or some shit. I heard. Again, I don't know all the truth to that, but it sounds stupid. Yeah, exactly. Or you know what people will do? It'll just go onto the black market, won't it? Because this is a stupid thing of all this. If you criminalize people that have done nothing wrong, you're literally funding, you know, black market sort of shit. Yeah, he's just there to suffer. Blades are completely legal, depending on if not you're carrying them. So let's have a look. So say something like this katana, completely legal to have in my house. I just can't, carry it on the street and not expect to be stopped by a cop if somebody saw me. Obviously, the funny things laws like that is if you're carrying on it and nobody sees you, you've not committed a crime. That's how the law works. Um, there's a couple of knives that are completely illegal, annoyingly, like balisongs, butterfly knives, because some idiot made laws against them at one point. But for the most part, literally all knives are legal. You just can't be caught carrying them, essentially. All right, Davey. So, Fidika, if I'm pronouncing your name right, how many black people do I have my music playlist? Well, I don't have a playlist, but I've got some Coolio, I think. I'm actually trying to think now. But because I kind of like prog rock sort of thing, that's not really black genre music, is it? Right, so here's the weird thing, right? So we'll talk about grey areas. So a lot of the laws are kind of reasonable self defense. So that's not me saying reasonable self defense, that's how laws sort of framed. So let's say somebody breaks into your house, you hear like a window shattering, and on the way to the room, you pick up a baseball bat, you pick up a sword, whatever, you'd probably be legally fine. If you went somewhere else in your house and unlocked like a gun safe, whatever, you'd probably get done. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like the reasonable force. I was fearing for my life and I picked it up. So let's say like one of these swords. If I had one of these between my bedroom and say a living room, and I heard a window break, and in my boxer shorts, whatever, I ran out, picked this up, and the burglar, broke. I saw the burglar, and I chopped his head off, stabbed him through it. I might get away with that. If I ran to the other side of my house specifically to pick something up, I'd probably get done. If that makes sense. Again, they're stupid laws. I think people should be allowed to defend themselves or whatever, but that's kind of how they're written. Oh, his helmet fell off. Look. I just answered your question, Hip Hip. Depends what it collapsed for. Currently, like the economic situation over here is complete shit, like lots of countries. Where everything costs too much and all that sort of shit. Exactly, Oliver. What do you think I do? As long as the burglar doesn't find one before me, I'm fine. Gold? I don't have any gold, if you mean all my gear. I buy a lot of it when it's just not very expensive. Over here, you got the weird thing where, like, housing is stupidly expensive, but sometimes, all the other stuff is really cheap in equivalents. Yeah, when I was showing it earlier in the stream, where did I pop the bar mace? Where's it gone? I thought I put that on the. Oh, there it is. This is taking it off beforehand. Yeah, something like this. technically, if it's to hand, not that I'm saying this is a good legal defense, you can totally smash somebody's head in with it. Sadly, Jay, I can't tell you at all on YouTube because that's a policy violation now, or literally gun things you can't say. But if you Google UK deactivated guns, it's probably on the sites that comes up. Probably it is hip hip, but you know, what can you do? I'd rather not get this stream to be too political. Yeah, smash 'em, lads. Yeah, Denix guns are fine, Oliver. I don't know why loads of people say they're awful. Like, they're obviously not blank fire quality, but in terms of what they are, they're absolutely fine. You know, I don't think playing with them is going to make them fall apart or whatever, you know, the metal bits of metal. Well, if it was zombies, I'd actually probably pick a riot helmet. But the helmet I had earlier on the skeleton in the stream, you know, like the current British Army helmet, probably that one. The vest, Pascut vest, not Pascut, sorry, the ECBA, just because it's lightweight, you know, all your vitals are covered with a thin bit of Kevlar, and then you've got ceramic plates over your actual proper organs. And when you say primary, what do you mean, a gun or whatever? I like Polish people a lot. Again, I've got shitloads of Polish military surplus as well. Well, Schmidt-Rubin's probably my best of my actual, obviously, caliber things I've actually got. You know, like a bolt action. But if we're just on about something else for like a zombie apocalypse, probably my falchion. Just because it's lightweight, very easy to maneuver, as a handguard and crushing skulls. Stalkera, I know they've got GP5s normally on Amazon, but I think they're normally a bit more, aren't they, than like what you'd find for on eBay. Oh, the M17 was the mask from that period. But there's also the cool thing like what's it, the Mark V Navy. I did a video on that recently. But yeah, the M17 was actually the US mask at the time. Yeah, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, all the Souls games, Bloodborne. Have I got Demon Souls handy? Because if so, I've literally got it sitting on my desk. Right, annoyingly, it's not handy, but yes. Oh no, it's over there. So I can show you Demon Souls. Right, let me just put this down before I break my toe by dropping it on it. Yep, that's the remake of Demon Souls, which I think is very good. I know a lot of people hate the remake, but I think it's very good. My favourite RTS game ever is Stronghold and Stronghold Crusader, and nicely, Stronghold is getting a remake next month. Quite a nice looking remaster. The demo's free, and I've played the demo quite a lot, but Stronghold, because it's a very accurate, like, you know, medieval war sort of simulator. So yeah, Stronghold, I was saying. Stronghold is basically an RTS game set in about the 1300s. So if you like Age of Empires, you'd like it. But Stronghold is based more about like city building and economy, and like logistics. You know, like streamlining all your economy stuff for mass production, and then quite good military. Yeah, right. So if you go on Steam, if you've got Steam, yeah, Warno's good, and War Game and Steel Division, all those ones. Ruse sadly you can't buy anymore, can you? I've got Ruse, but if you I've been all over an hour, so it won't be too much longer on the stream, but so yeah, if you go on Steam, if you've got Steam, search Stronghold Definitive Edition, and you can download the demo. And there's a couple of missions in the demo, not those of the game, but obviously it's nice that games, they're still doing a demo for modern games, because obviously a lot of games don't give you a demo. Favourite firearm, Schmidt Rubin, by a mile, just because it's a 12-round bolt action. Run away, little chicken! Oh, I'm going to clip your wings! That's not a very good pig impression. But there you go. I used to play a lot of War Thunder, but I've not played it in ages just because it became too grindy, and pay to win. I've got nothing against it. I just, don't play it anymore. The only really sort of online sort of multiplayer game against other people I play at the moment is CS2. Love the Maceman. Smash 'em, lads. Maceman and North FC, basically. What? Stamp, stamp, stamp. That's me on red. I will crush you. Oh, yeah, my favourite ones are the pikemen. Pikemen, forward. How many fit on this thing, eh? Pack fodder. My booze is yours. Yeah. Aye, my lord. Yeah, anyway, I'll be off in a minute. But yes, the Stronghold Definitive Edition is weirdly the biggest game I'm looking forward to quite soon. And that shouldn't be the case. It's just modern gaming is so shit that, I'm really looking forward to a remake of a 20-something-year-old game or whatever it is. Wood needed, wood needed, wood needed, wood needed. Dead by Daylight sounds familiar. I'm trying to think what it actually is. Is that like a co-op horror game? Without looking at Steam, I can't actually know if I've got that or not. The name sounds really familiar, I just don't know if I've played it. If the Soviet filters aren't leaking charcoal, I'd still not recommend it because Soviet filters use asbestos as a particulate filter, but it's up to you if you want to use it or not. I mean, if you're being gassed, I'd rather use an old Soviet filter than have nothing. I've got Minecraft. It's not really my sort of game, Minecraft. Wait, Dead by Daylight, is that the one where it's like a serial killer one? If so, I've got that. Like, one player's a serial killer and then like 4 people are like the survivors. You have to turn on generators, whatever it is, and run away. Wow. It's up to you. Do you want to endanger your health? If so, you can use them. Personally, I wouldn't. But like I was saying, if your life was on the line with a gas sort of situation, I would use one 100% if you had nothing better. But personally, I would not use one if it's just laying about for your amusement. Because, asbestosis in the lungs is a horrible thing. Yeah, we were just talking about War Fund like 5 minutes ago. But anyway, I'll be off in about 5 minutes. So if anybody's got any important questions they want to ask me, ask it now and I'll answer them. Hopefully. Actually, I wonder if I can put an ECBA on that skeleton. Let's get the arrows and all the swords and things out of him. So let's see if he can wear any CBA without falling off if I got in this room. If I know. Let's see if I can pose this through now. It's been quite difficult with the bits. Yeah, there we go. Right, so there we go. Yeah, something very kinky, Rajiv. No, that's a old British Pasket, not Pasket. I keep calling it Pasket. It's from the era of the Pasket. Enhanced combat body armor. So it has level 4 ballistic plates in the front and back bit, covering your like heart and your lungs, and then the rest of the vest is just sort of a Kevlar sort of shrapnel protector. My favourite helicopter, even if it's not the best one ever, is the Hind, the Soviet Mi-24. Obviously, something like the Apache is probably the best helicopter, but the Mi-24 I just like because it's a universal sort of all-around helicopter. You got level 4 plate. Level 4 what? Level 4 plates. Yeah, these are tiny level 4 plates, so they won't cover much of your body. But these are level 4 ceramics. I'll stand up so you can see sort of how big they are. They're designed to just basically cover your vitals. I have some. What's the one that's better than 3A but not level 4? It might be level 4. In my Polish vests, which are massive ones, but they're really heavy. So I like the not Pasca, I keep calling them that. I like the ECBA more just because it's lightweight and maneuverable. Easily stop a 9mm. The rest of the vest stops 9mm. These are for like 7.62 rifle rounds. X39, X51. Other than 50 BMG, these are designed to, stop a couple of rounds and break. No, I've not seen that channel hit it. Yeah, like I say, and I've got I'd say an old Polish probably level 4. I don't actually know what's technically rated as. But like the massive steel plates, the front and back, plus the Kevlar sort of liner. Well, I don't know if it's technically the most common, but the VM37, VM40, the civilian masks are the ones that you can find generally quite cheap on the surplus market still. Yeah. How are you? Those various stuff. Daddy finger, how do you do? Whatever it is. Here I am, here I am. What do you do? Right, anyway, I'll be off in a minute. I started my channel in, I think, 2012. So it's 11 years old or so. And it started off just as a side project for stuff I found interesting. And then because lots of other people watched it, it became bigger and bigger. I don't have an S10 sadly in this room. I've got a couple of S10s, but sadly not in this room. I'd love to, Oliver. I just have to think of good things to do. But like I said, I did the one not too long ago. If you saw it, of where there was an explosion near me. But yeah, I'll do drone videos when I've got a convenient time to use them. But obviously, it's just when and when and how I get time to use it. I've got an FM12 and a CT12 as well. Oh, it's good to know. Auto. Hope you like them. And I've not made you into stupid money sink or whatever. But obviously, I like gas masks a lot, as you'd probably know. Any non-civilian masks? What, Germany? All the German World War II masks have asbestos in terms of the filter and everything. So if you want a World War II mask, you're not going to get, basically all World War II masks have asbestos in the filters. So don't get a World War II masks if that's what you're asking. What's the weird armor thing on the wall next to the gas mask warning? Where are you looking? That thing. That is a old French right armor suit. If that's what you're looking at, if it focuses. There's videos on my channel of it getting hit with stuff. Oh well, I don't think the not VM, sorry, I don't think the what's the name of their military masks? 38 and 40, I can't think of their abbreviations. GM38, GM40. I don't think they have asbestos in, but again, good luck finding one for a decent price that's not falling to bits. I did see Rich before I go off. He made a very, very weird comment on something. I can't remember what it was, but I know everybody is taking the piss out of him for doing it. I don't think it was obviously I don't want to accuse anybody of doing anything without knowing. I don't think it was stuff like child porn, but I think it was some weird anime thing with underage girls, that sort of thing. All right, military and stuff. So yeah, that's a good thing for the other person that was asking. Beryllium. Let me look it off. Let me look it up before I go off. Well, I imagine you could stop it the same way you could stop lead with certain masks with a good particulate filter, but I don't actually know. That's my answer. I don't know. Aldo says, I tried police and army surplus for a few new firefighter masks and MSA, less than $100 and unissued. Yeah, MSA masks are good. What's that? Mine safety appliances. I've got a couple of MSA masks, but you don't find them as much in the UK. MSA and 3M are quite good US masks. Things and stuff says something in Russian I can't read without translating it. Could I hit? What's the gritty? Yeah, exactly, militaria. That's a nice thing of the old, at least some of the old, sort of Soviet era masks. Not Soviet era, sorry. Like World War II German ones is like a bit like the Finnish one. The Finnish mask, I think, is the best mask of World War II. The one I've got, whatever it's called. The one that's like a VM37, but better in every way. Well, I don't know what that is. I know what football is. Are you on about American football or English football? Like what everybody else calls football. But no, I don't know what the dance is. Right, let me look it up for you. If it's not super embarrassing, I'll do it before I go off. So, gritty dance. Hang on. The only thing coming up is American football. It's like somebody doing that. So that's probably not what you mean, is it? I'm not looking up a video now because I'm going to go off in a minute. I would like millions of dollars, Steel Batoid, but I doubt I'm going to get it. If I got millions of dollars, I'd buy an ROC post and live like a hermit and not be bothered by anybody. Right, any other questions before I go off? Because I've been on an hour and 20 minutes now, apparently. Right, Davey. That's the only second comment I saw from you, one saying hello and another one saying me too. Things and stuff I don't understand when you're talking Russian, but I'm from Google Translate. Gary! No, I don't know who Gary is. What? Gary? From Fallout 3. Yeah, you better type in fast, Roger, because I'm going off in a minute. This was meant to be a spooky stream, but the skeleton was only in the beginning bit, wasn't he? Before everybody forgot about him. Things and stuff says ham sandwich essen. Is that a ham sandwich? What is what overlay? Dun, 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 dun. The Addams Family. No, I'm not going to damage this skeleton. Because otherwise, rather than punching in my hand, I want to hit it with a massive warhammer or something. But no, I'm not damaging the skeleton I just bought. It's 20 to 8, so 1941. So 7:41 p.m. It was about 35 quid. Good luck getting a full-size plastic skeleton for 10 quid. If you get them for 10 quid, I'd have bought several of them, but no, you can't. Yeah, good luck getting one cheaper than that then. Although I'm kind of tempted at some point if I've got spare money and I don't know what to buy to get one of those proper medical skeletons because they're quite cool, little stand. Right, let's go on AliExpress and have a look for a skeleton before I go off. What's the scam site everybody uses now? Temu or something, isn't it? But I'm not going to look on there. AliExpress because I've actually bought stuff from there. I am over 18. It's mostly coming up with hoodies and shit like that. Vibrating anal plug, prostate massage, soft anal beads, butt plug vibrator, sex toy for couples, butt plug, silicone add-on products. That wasn't what I was looking for, but okay. That comes up when you search for skeleton, apparently. Right, anyway, I'll be off in a minute because, like I said, I've been on quite a long time. I don't know what your Zoomer speak is for real, or whatever it is where you do that, like TikTok dance. I'm too old for that shit. I'm 30 this month. And I feel old. Not quite there yet, Rajiv. No cap. Yeah, I don't understand half those words. Actually, I don't understand any of those words put together. Calm down, in it, bro. Right, anyway, I'm gonna head off because I don't understand half the words lots of people are saying now because you're too young for me. Right, shall I work up before I go? Shall I look up Temu and gas masks? Like I said, I'm not going to look anything up there because they clone your car certainly or some shit. I've heard. But oh, panties is a suggested thing from Temu. Airsoft masks. It's basically AliExpress. Oh, that really good mask I've got behind me is actually on there. This thing. If I don't cut my foot open with all the swords I put down. Oh shit. Right. Ooh, shit. So this guy is on there. One set reusable anti-fog mask respirator for £15. So assuming you actually get it for that, that's a very good price because this mask is really good for what it is, like a cheap Chinese mask. Mostly guns, like search history. But yeah, so this mask on Temu, whatever it's called, because as soon as I tried to open the thing on it, it like made me register an account, so I closed it. It's called One Set Reusable Anti-Fog Mask. What's that? Respirator. Respirator full face mask of filters, anti-gas, anti-dust, ideal for painting, woodworking instructions, sanding, spraying, chemicals, DIY. There you go. They've got some Chinese military masks on there, which is cool. But anyway, I will be off in a minute because yeah, anything that's Temu daily, I literally delete straight away. because from what I've heard, they're like a very nasty scam company. Well, they're kind of like AliExpress from what I understand, but all your details get cloned or something and sent to Chairman Mao. I don't know. Temu is not scam. Temu is good China site. Right. Okay. But yeah, I won't be spending my money on it because of all the things that just seem too good to be true, which makes me very suspicious. And I've heard a couple of proper channels say there's some very dodgy stuff with it. But yeah, Wish and AliExpress I use. Right, before I go off, PMKB, which mask's that? I know what PMKs are, but the Russian Soviet mask. But PMKB. Right, let me do PMKB gas mask. Let's take this off of him. And we'll put the other mask on. And then I'll go off. After I've searched PMKB. No, he's taken the entire nose cup off somehow. Oh, you can just do that for now. PMKB gas mask. And then I will be off. When I'm searching that up, it's mostly coming up PMK1s. There's also PMK4 coming up, which I've done a video on. Oh, I found a stupid looking site though. Some masks to outright avoid. Let's have a look. MCU2P, GP7, M9, MP5, 93M, all the GP5 family, M10M, GP4, RF8. Well, they put that one down twice. Is that but in the picture they've got, when they say MB5, they've got a French Arthur. Oh, there's some more. PMG, PD1, Polish MB4, Polish MC1, PBF M17, C3. So yeah, that person's opinion's full of shit, basically. Right, anyway. I'm off. No, it's not organized. Right. See everybody. Have a good day. I will be off. Have a good evening. Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? I'm out in the evening tomorrow. If I get a chance to do a stream, it'll be earlier in the day. But I don't know at the moment if I get a chance to stream. It just basically means if I get spare time. But yeah, have a good day and see you all tomorrow if I get a chance. If not, see you Monday. Yep. Cheers, Davey. Have a good evening. And where's the end button on the stream now? Because they've moved it again. Thank you, YouTube. Oh, end stream is now at the very bottom middle of the screen. So let's click that.